What is next for moco, and what can we expect to see and experience from the PvE versus the PvP element of the game? That's what we're focusing on today, but at the same time, I am also working on the strongest, best damage dealing build in all of moco. That video coming for you guys very soon. On top of that, I'll be live streaming today. What time? 12 p.m. Eastern time. I can't wait to see all you guys there. We are going to crush the world as an Echo fam, rolling around in the largest of mobs inside of the game. I want to see all of you there. Set your alarm clocks, boys. All right, let's go into what was just announced here on the moco Discord server. Now, I cut out the most important things. They spoke a lot about squid blades as well, which is, well, no longer squid blades. I put out my video on that yesterday. Hopefully you saw it. If you didn't, go back to the channel, check out how Squid Blades has forever changed. Now, regarding PvP inside of the game, we know the last event, a lot of people, including myself, didn't really enjoy it. And I'm very bullish on moco. I'm all about this game, and I even didn't love that event. Let's see what they have to say. We heard you loud and clear. So, Slugfest. It's luck-based and not really a fun experience. Noted. The brown belt ELO was a nightmare. Noted. This was actually a bug. Sorry. Okay. They're allowed to have bugs this early on. And there is still several improvements needed for PvP. Noted. We've been literally taking notes. So, I can tell you from the inside that there are a bunch of content creators that are acting as the voice of the community, myself being one of them, sharing feedback with Supercell. This is so they can make moco the best action RPG, futuristic, cyberpunk game on all the market. So, what's next for temporary events? They are leaning more on PvE. Now, this is good and bad. PvE is what's the most popular in the game. Everyone loves the PvE, player versus environment element of the game. The problem lies in longevity though. We know that PvP, player versus player, is where longevity really comes in to a title. And without a good PvP system, there could be some weakness there. So I don't want them to give up on PvP. Please know this. I think it's very important to the game. They're leaning more on PvE. For the next 5 events, only one is going to be a PvP focused event. So out of the next, I don't know, 5 events, which could potentially be 5 weeks, we're gonna see 4 PvE and 1 PvP. Also, they're doubling down on events. Oh, I take it back. Okay, so they're doubling down on events. Is gonna be 2 per week starting next week. So instead of it being 5 weeks, we're talking about 2.5 weeks. They're doubling down on events, 2 events per week. And what we can anticipate then is that with these events, there's going to be a $5 pass for each of the events if you want to win the cosmetics from that. Remember, you could still get other rewards, this basically experience along the way for free. So it's only cosmetic. All right. We still want to throw some PvP events, not only because we still have a few players who enjoy those, true, but also because we want to keep trying new things and see what resonates better with you. Rest assured, we'll have them way less grindy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The grindiness of PvP in these events, in that past event, was just too much. So much I need a sip of my tea. That's better. Oh, and I almost forgot, for this weekend, you'll be able to test a new W. Now, it was teased by Zhao. Did I say his name right? Zhao? That he accidentally, the battery died in his keyboard, so he couldn't finish these sentences. What this clearly is a teased event. So maybe we'll have a new weapon that we could test out. Could you imagine that we have a new weapon already inside of moco? The game's been out for like not even a month yet. And everyone can't even play the thing yet. Pretty incredible. Now, there is more. We also want to talk about this. With almost a month after launch, we're now taking reflections and looking ahead. We will reach again in the next few days to update you on. And what this means is I will be covering the following topics over the next days as well. 1, where we are. Basically, where does the game lie? 2, what's next for the game? What are we able to look forward to? 3, letting you know what we're working on. 4, make you some questions. Ooh, what are some questions? And perhaps share with you a couple of cool things. That's all we can say for now. All we can say for now is that we're very excited for what lies ahead. All right, that right there, we are very excited for what lies ahead is really great to hear. Why? Because if they're excited for what lies ahead, that sounds like a very positive feeling about moco overall. What I think is that Supercell is gaining a lot of great feedback from this limited global launch and taking that feedback, making modifications to the game so that the game is better for when everyone can get in without an invite, and gonna basically throw down the biggest slam dunk of a Supercell game of all time. That's what's happening here, guys. That's what we can look forward to. And that's what I'm gonna be covering here in the channel. So on top of that, reminding you, I go live every single day, Monday through Friday, at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I would love to see you guys there. In addition, if you wouldn't mind heading over to the shop, go on all over to the right and throw in code ECHO. This directly supports me as a content creator here in the Supercell universe. You could use this in moco or any other games. And as I mentioned, I am currently working on a build for you guys that is a massive damage dealing build. That is going to be shared with you very soon, along with a bunch of other builds, because I know that you guys are looking for what to pair together, what rings, what gadgets, what passives, and what weapons work best together. I got you covered there, boys. We're gonna cover all of that as well as any news that drops on a regular basis. So, with all this said, I appreciate you. Let's go, moco. Let's crush some mobs inside of the game. I'll see you guys in just a few hours.